Hello and welcome to another episode of Sprite Lovers. This is going to be a special one actually, because right now we are on New York State Thruway driving towards the Albany region because we are meeting up with fellow YouTubers to go on a game hunting tour during or throughout all of their local stores that they usually make as regular stops. So it's going to be fun. We're going to meet some new people and
what are
should be pretty exciting.
Some of the places that we're going to today include, of course, Pastime Legends that we've gone to before. What I'm really excited about is Forgotten Freshness, new store that we haven't checked out, and anything else.
All the rest is surprises. They said they have some surprises in store. I did a little research and I have some ideas, but it should be really fun and it'll be cool to meet some fellow YouTubers. So we'll of course introduce them once we meet them, and we have a pretty fun ride in store. So stay tuned. Oh, and there's one other person here. Cameron! You may remember him from our special edition box set.
Look at that handsome mug.
Video we did. So
he's joining us for this trip.
Yep, so stay tuned and we are going to have a good episode for you.
Man. It's funny, I texted we're almost here, and then like literally it was like a second.
Megan?
Hi, nice to meet you.
So right now we've met the crew for our trip and we are on our way to Forgotten Freshness. So that's our first stop, and we've seen some footage of this place from their channel and it looks really awesome. So that's our first stop and we will see you there.
Cool, the vase only 40 bucks.
I know. That was a tempting one too. I know. Things I want to film here the most. His trad? Yeah, I saw that earlier. I was like, it's the cardboard one. The red cardboard, which is more hard to find.
Those loons are complete.
PSP thing.
I love the PSP. I think it's a very underrated system.
I want to do one.
It is really awesome.
It's same with the Vita.
See, I don't have the wires for my Wii, so I can't get anything for it.
It's in high school again.
Well, he's selling I'm gonna hold on. Okay. Yeah, $10. It's an obscure title.
But again, I believe it is missing the instructions. Yep.
Does Voltage have that one?
I'm not sure if they have the first
I don't think they have the first one. And then
Airboat? Yep. Yeah, here we get to this on here. So that one's 25. It's normally 30, but that's missing the instruction manual.
Missing the manual.
Yeah.
I could probably get the manual.
It took me 5 years to find a loose manual for that game. The reason this one doesn't have a manual is because I stole it. Yeah.
This is one I've been looking for quite a while.
That game is so good.
I know, and I had to kill myself by watching a video of it and going, oh, that looks so good, that looks so good, and then now there's a couple more. Okay, so
It's really cool. I cannot wait for the sequel.
I know.
Oh my god.
That's the reason why I wanted a Wii U in the first place.
Exactly. No. Oh my god.
So why is it going on the Wii U?
Bayonetta 2. And it's only going to be on the Wii U.
Oh, Nintendo bought it?
Yes, it's going to be a Wii U. Oh, the first one was great. Devil May Cry,
Very
stylish,
similar,
with a
yeah.
chick, and just awesome. We got a couple other.
I'm glad you picked this because this is one of my favorite PS1 games.
Yes, I'm so glad
Alright,
somebody
get
else
that
who
later.
knows and likes it.
Did you?
No, it's
Oh, Lucian's Quest.
yes,
Yes, Lucian's Quest.
I watched the video and I'm like, all right, that looks cool.
It
Even
is-
though
it is
even though
pretty
it's
good.
chunky and stuff, I'm like, that looks cool.
I mean, if we tell them that
I'm just totally outside.
it's only free publicity for them.
It's different.
You know, Saturn's something like 2D. Like,
It does.
Like this game, it scales and zooms and stuff. Even though it's 2D, so like it's one.
That's a really good game. I had it back in the day.
Well, he's always staying out of trouble, which is good, you know? Like, the ones who work there sometimes.
What happened to the manager?
John, he graduated college, got a real job. Yeah, he
Yes, I could never beat when I was a kid. Now I picked it up again and I beat them.
Last time because I got
Because it was a lot of, like, especially Zelda too. That one was tough.
that.
No, you got like
Mega Man.
three lives to make it all the way to the final.
I played on Sega Channel back in the day, and I was like, oh my god, this is such a cool game.
It's so beautiful. Like, it's one of the best looking games I've ever played. The music's great, and
So good.
it's so good.
If you like shooters, it's phenomenal.
You know what I got recently that I love? It's
I'm not sure if we can take it here, but we'll see.
That's cool. Okay, so we mentioned earlier that we were meeting two of our fellow YouTubers, and this is we got Andy and Oleg from the A&O Retro Show. So they're taking us around and showing us some of the sights of the Albany, Troy, Schenectady, Mechanicville, etc. area, and we've been pretty happy so far on this trip. How about you guys? You finding some good stuff?
We found some. Well, I found some good stuff.
Yeah.
We were having a little.
Well, he's having a little bit of issues, but so far I think we've all found something, and that's pretty good considering you guys were taking us around, and you guys found some good stuff. You had like a million things to trade, so.
I got rid of them. I need some money.
So that's good.
I want that Game Gear.
Yeah.
What'd you trade today?
Yeah. What was in that backpack?
ColecoVision, Sega Dreamcast, and a TurboGrafx 16.
Oh dang, that's a good trade.
And they were all doubles.
Nice. So good. So you didn't have to part with anything dearly
I don't
beloved
really
either.
like well, except the Dreamcast. No one I don't really like the Dreamcast.
you're a horrible human being. No, I'm just kidding. But
I love the Dreamcast.
good.
It's one of my
This is a
favorite systems ever.
man after my own heart. This is
Yes.
fantastic. But it has probably the best crap to good ratio of any system. Like, it has the least amount of. It did have some crappy games, but it had like the best proportion of good games to bad games. Compare that to like
It
the
has some
Wii.
amazing fighters.
Oh, amazing. Our great arcade ports, but that's okay.
Shooters.
We'll forgive you. We'll let you live. But yeah, we appreciate this tour, and
You guys are always welcome back.
yep, and we'll give you a tour of our town when we
We will come
have
in
you
spring.
there. So that's not after the snow's melted,
Yeah.
we'll have you guys in town. So cool, and we'll link to your guys' channel below so everybody can check it out.
Sounds good.
Cool, thanks. So we are back at our hotel room here in Albany after our phenomenal tour
Amazing,
of the
stupendous,
3 game stores in the area.
fantastic, Whatever.
What do you think, guys? Was it a good, successful day?
It was too good.
Yeah.
This was literally like a dream come true for a lot of the purchases we got, because stuff we were looking for was everywhere. We're like, there's that, oh my god, they have that, you know. So really good, it was perfect. You know, it was Megan and I starting our vacation off, so we're not going anywhere else. We're not doing anything big, but this
It
is our
doesn't get any
vacation.
better than that. Like, that's such a fantastic way to start
Really
a
good
vacation.
time.
Is doing a video game tour.
And he's got to go to work when we get back, but he gets to stay the night with us here and enjoy time out of town. So really cool. But first we'll recap where we went again, because you probably saw the footage and everything. But just to go in detail, we started off at the greatest store ever in the existence of mankind, and that is Forgotten Freshness. And the guy who works there, Frank, he's a wonderful guy. He really was helpful, answered every question we had. He was very knowledgeable. The quality of the product he sells, it makes it sound like drugs. The quality of his product was top notch, but
No, but
unbelievable.
it's just amazing how pristine and perfect. Like, this place was like the holy grail of video games, and by holy grail I mean finding games that like you can't find anywhere unless you go on eBay and you spend ridiculous amounts, or just the games like in pristine, which you'll see a little bit later, just beautiful condition as if they were on the shelves yesterday, like brand new.
Awesome.
And it's just amazing store, amazing displays and
It was
stuff. Like,
a little small, but that's not a knock against it. It was just like so compact with tons of stuff, and there was a lot of stuff there. The best thing about this store too, well, I say the best thing, but everything I could say could be the best thing. But one of my favorite things about the store is that it didn't have tons of filler schlock that you see everywhere else. There's some game stores you go to that have a couple nice gems, and then everything else is like constant, like every sports game iteration that doesn't sell, games that are so common that everybody has. Like, there was on each system's shelf something that you could pick out and go, oh wow, they have this here, that's great. Even if it's not something I wanted personally, I was like, oh, that's great, they got this. I mean, and the prices, like Megan said,
prices were really,
they were fair.
really
like, they weren't.
fair.
He wasn't giving in the store away. Like, he's,
I even
they're
feel some of the
perfect.
prices were just like ridiculous. Like, holy,
I know there were some that I was like,
what?
that's.
But
I gotta get it.
at the very least, the prices were fair. Very, very, very fair. This guy's amazing. He definitely puts a lot of love and care into the store. Whatever he gets back from people, he makes sure that it's good quality, that the boxes are still in good condition, that they come with the books and they're not ruined. Like, he just won't accept anything but the best.
Yeah. So overall, this place was the highlight. We're definitely gonna come back to this store, and thumbs up.
Yes.
I think all around we can say it was amazing.
Yeah.
So our second stop was one we've been to before, and that was Pastime Legends in Scotia, which there's 3 Pastime Legends, and we've been to all 3, but this time we only stopped at the one. And it was great to see that the last time the 3 of us went here, there was stuff we saw then that we were like, ooh, I'm thinking of getting that. And we might have held off or got something else. And there was some of the stuff still there, which I'm sure for them, they're like, wish they might have moved it through. But, like, that was great for us. But they still had some new stuff. And, again, a great store. They were a really good chain. We've been to all 3.
Well worth revisiting. And fun fact about Pastime Legends, Voltage, which is, we've talked about in our videos before, which is based in Syracuse. There's a whole long story with that, but that store is based off of Pastime Legends.
Yeah, like the
as far as
owner
the
there used to
format
work at Pastime, and so a lot of the style of that store is emulated in Voltage. So
Yeah.
obviously we always gush about Voltage in our videos, what we got there and stuff. So you know, we like Voltage a lot, and
this store is
you know,
like another
we like
little
going
Voltage,
here 'cause it's like
so.
Voltage of
yeah, but they're
Albany,
they're
so.
very cool, and there's many located in this area. We only got to get to one today, but
Yeah, but got a couple of games there, and it was a good place. Good seeing it, and the people there are really nice too, and knowledgeable and helpful. So we had a great time. So again, another thumbs up. So great stop there. Our last stop was Mr. Deals with a Z, and this place you really need to see it. It's, I mean, you probably did see the footage we got of it, but it's very big, very brightly lit, and shelves full of stuff. Like that was something I really thought
very
was cool.
organized.
Very organized.
It's
well,
like,
except for maybe like there was the PS2, Xbox games. I was like, wait, which? But it was more because they have so much. You know?
Yeah. This place is kind of like a Pawn King or a pawn shop. Pawn King's in our area, but it's kind of like a pawn shop. Only it's just video games and like electronics of various kinds, like stereos and stuff.
Definitely.
You know, but their main thing is video games, and they just had great selection. Movies there, just huge walls of games, just incredible. Totally blew my mind.
Yeah, it was wall to wall, and the only thing I could say negative, which wasn't, I mean, they were priced pretty fair. We got some good stuff there, but there was, you look at their games and they have them like stacked in a shelf behind glass, and like you'd be looking down their spines and like, oh, there's this game, and then there were some games that didn't have price tags, and it seemed that every game that didn't have a price tag was one that you know is like awesome and you want. So you know, there was none of that. Like when we were searching at all the other stores, we'd go down the spines and you'd be like, oh, there's that game. Oh, wow, that much? You know, and you'd be like, I'll pay you that much for it. With this, I feel like you have to, like, ask about each one. And then I'm worried, like, you're probably not going to get a good deal on it. So I was less inclined to be like, hey, how much for this? How much for this?
I always feel kind of like, I don't know, I get self-conscious about this. I feel like I'm annoying them because I have to keep asking, how much is this game? Oh, how much is this game? Can I see that game? Can I see the price? And then, oh, I got to go back to this case. Can we look at that game? Like, you know, it's kind of annoying, but overall really awesome.
Another good store. Really glad we stopped there. It was really cool to just look through their selection, because there was some stuff that was definitely out of our price range, not that on their end of pricing it too high, just because it was such good stuff. They had like boxed systems. I mean, they had a Turbo Express portable, that's a portable TurboGrafx 16. I was like, wow, in the box. I did not have the money to get it. And the thing that I really wanted, I don't know if it was just for display or if they actually had it, but they had a Master System complete set that had the 3D glasses and the gun. And I have the gun that came with it, but and the system separately. But like seeing all that in the box, like, man, I was like, wow, that looks awesome.
Really awesome.
So, but it was a good store. I think we give that one thumbs up as well. About these guys, you know, we'll put a link to their channel below, but. You know, Oleg, Andy, and Chris, the cameraman.
We owe them a huge thank you, I guess, for having us tag along with them.
Introducing us to these areas. And
you know, they were so cool.
It's
like, I feel like I've known these guys my whole life. Like, it was really fun. We had a great time.
Said on our past couple of videos about the community and like the gamer friends we've made this year alone, just because of the different events and everything, this just added to that. It's like now we have some more good friends. You know, they may be out of town, but they're just a couple hours away, and again, more like-minded gamer individuals, just like we said in the last couple of videos. Like, it's so cool because you feel like these are my people, you know, like, and we get along. I mean, it was like we've known these people forever. That's how great we got along. So we had a great time, and what an experience. Right, so we'll show you our pickups. We're gonna briefly show them in the pickups video at the end of the month, but we really want to detail them in here, talk about like how we found them and stuff. So we'll start off with some DS games that we found. The first one is one that I've been looking for a long time. I got this for a friend. He asked me to keep an eye out for it when I was down in Philadelphia at a game store down there. And I got it for him. He said it was really good. And I was like, man, I really want to get it too. I could have got it online, but, you know, I've just kind of been looking for it.
It's the hunt.
Yes, part of the hunt. So, and that's Bomberman. Now, the Bomberman, there's a couple of Bombermans for DS. Another one, I don't know how it is, but this one is just Bomberman. And it's really cool, really fun. It has single card 8-player multiplayer. So being able to play multiplayer, which Bomberman multiplayer is some of the best multiplayer. And being able to play that with 8 people with just this one game is awesome.
Sick.
And it's complete in box. It has the manual, which is in decent condition. The box is in decent condition, but the art underneath and the cartridge and stuff are in really good condition, so I can swap it out for a better case if I really want to eventually, but still very good quality. So that was a really good one. And then these next two, we have these games, but we got them loose a couple of videos ago. You'll probably remember I was talking about them, and we just got them loose for real cheap at GameStop, and they're marking down a lot of their DS games. So now we found some cases pretty cheap. One of them doesn't have any instructions, but piece together the game, and then we'll sell our doubles of the games. Children of Mana was the first one we got. This is the one that doesn't have the book, but the case is in really good condition, and we'll trade in this double for something else. But good to have that nearing completion now, because the price was so cheap we couldn't say no. And then Magical Star Sign was another one that we got a couple months back, and this one is complete. It has the book, it has the insert, and I just don't want to touch the book because it's mint. And actually, that reminds me, Forgotten Freshness is where we got this one. And another great thing that he does at that store is he keeps the instruction manuals behind the counter. So that way you don't get people fingering through it, when they're looking at games. To me, when I go to a store and I see that it still has the book, that's great enough. But this is
like torn. People have been opening it in the corners, or
this book is immaculate. It's perfect. So that was really cool. I thought that was a great feature of that store. Another thing that really made that store stand out. So but now we got that game complete too. So a couple doubles to trade or sell back. But now we have them complete in our collection. We're near complete for that one. So and then Megan, you got a couple DS games as well.
I did. This game I was like hemming and hawing over because the reviews of it weren't so good. Actually, let me set that down. But I eventually caved in because it just looked so awesome, and it sounds awesome, and I never see this anywhere. It's called Mushroom Men: Rise of the Fungi. And I think it sounds awesome.
No, that always is caught my eye.
I really don't know that much about it other than it's a platformer. But mushrooms, they're fun. Yay!
It looks like it's really cool.
And it looks like it has really cool art, yeah. And I think it's going to be fun. I got it for a really good price, so I'm excited to play that. The next thing that I got, again, this game I hadn't really heard of until today, and Oleg told me how fun and awesome it was, and I just had to cave and get this because, come on, Little Red Riding Hood's Zombie Barbecue. You know you want it. It's awesome. I'm really excited to play this.
And don't let the title fool you. It's not like a little kiddie Little Red Riding Hood game.
No,
it's. I mean, she's like a buxom, and then there's it's like they got guns and stuff. So it's like a silly, funny, fun little game.
It's definitely gonna be quirky and have a cool sense of humor.
Yeah,
so I'm really excited
awesome
to play this. This last thing I've wanted for a while, and every time I saw it, it was always a loose cartridge, and I could never find it in the box. And granted, I could have gotten it online in the box. It still would have been really expensive, and it's all about the hunt and the chase. And finally, I waited it out, and I came across a sealed copy of the Mega Man Zero collection.
Yes.
Boom.
So it's brand new. It had the little security tag from Best Buy or something.
Yeah. I'm not going to leave it sealed because I'm not going to resell this. This is mine. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna enjoy this. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna be very, very happy because I've wanted this for so long, and I got it for a really good price. So yay! I got this from also Forgotten Freshness. You're gonna hear that store brought up a lot, but one of many great things we got at that store.
Awesome.
And I believe Cameron has something.
Yep, I just got one DS game, and it's from Forgotten Freshness, and it's Fire Emblem. It was a great deal. $20 for me, so.
Yeah. This guy just joined the DS club.
Yes, I got my.
Show off.
Show it off because it's awesome.
The new Zelda XL 3DS.
So he is now part of the 3DS.
So when we get street passes and everything, this guy's part of it. But it's great. We're glad to have him into the fold because a lot of games I know he'd love for the system. A lot of great RPGs and he can get the old DS games too. So there's a lot of great role-playing games and stuff and tactical games that I know he likes. So yeah, that's awesome that you got that. What a great deal. So okay, so these next few got two of them at Pastime Legends, and then one of them at the Mr. Deals. So they're Saga-related games. I figured I'd group them together. So this first one, it's a loose cart for Genesis. It was really cheap, and I've been looking at this or the Super Nintendo version because I actually looked up to make sure they are the same game. And you may be like, oh, what's this game? And it's Fandom 2040, and I think there was like a cartoon based off of the Phantom character that used to be in the comics and stuff. The reason I got this is I've been reading up on games that play like Metroid or Castlevania, you know, the open platformer levels, and this is supposed to be of that ilk, and I haven't played it, so I can't verify it, but it was cheap, and I've been always keeping an eye out for it, so I finally got that. I'm going to try that out, and hopefully that'll be cool. And then this was awesome. This game goes for about, they even said when they were checking us out that this game
like
usually
twice.
goes for like $30 or something.
Yeah,
So
almost twice.
Yeah, almost twice as much. So and it's a Dreamcast game. It's called Elemental Gimmicky, so egg, but it's kind of an RPG adventure game that I've watched some videos of, and it's got, what's cool about it is it's got it's top down during the main gameplay, it seems, and it's all hand drawn backgrounds. So the graphics are beautiful because it was really great 2D graphics in a time where, you know, 3D, there have been PlayStation 64, Dreamcast, so to see good 2D is like, wow. And there's some 3D segments in too for like battles and stuff, but it seemed really cool. But wanting this for a while. Megan was intrigued when she saw it too.
Yeah, he showed me the videos.
Mint. I mean, the disc is really nice. So that was an awesome, awesome find. Really glad to find that. That's what I've been looking for quite a while. So, and then now this game, we got there as well, and they marked this down, or it was the price had adjusted. It was cheaper than what that was marked at, so we were really happy. But this is one that a long time ago I've been wanting. And then Megan saw videos and she's like, oh my god, I want that too. Like, we both fell in love. And again, talking about beautiful 2D artwork, the game is Astal or Estal, I don't know how you pronounce it. Great Saturn 2D platformer with beautiful sprite graphics and like parallax backgrounds that like move along with you, and great effects, great music. We watched like a couple levels and we're like, we gotta stop watching these videos because we will spoil the game. But we both have been wanting to get it. So got it for a wonderful price, and if you haven't known about this game before or heard about it, it's the only Saturn game that doesn't have the name on the spine.
Makes it very easy to find.
And the artwork is kind of pushed back here, but I can open this up and straighten it out, so it looks a little warped here, but it's fine. And I have other cases if I, in the process crack it or anything, but
not in horrible condition.
No, it's really good. There's a little discoloration at the top corner of the manual, but it has the manual. It doesn't have the foam, but that's fine. I can do without the foam, and the disc is in really good quality. So awesome. This was another one of those that, oh my gosh, I've been looking for this forever. And
okay. Well,
speaking of Saturn,
another forgotten freshness. This game has been one I've been looking for years. It's classic, and that is Elbert Odyssey.
Now this, you probably agree. This is almost like your number one most sought out game.
Yeah, this. I just don't know what to say.
Yeah,
it's so
good. Seriously, like the whole day he was like, because of how good it was. Like, just keep thinking about, oh my gosh, I got this game I've been wanting forever, and it's that feeling that you're like, oh, I'm wanting this game.
Yeah, it's in great condition.
Yeah, it wasn't cheap.
No, it wasn't, but
not overpriced. I mean, it's what it's worth.
Yeah.
If you go online, you're not getting this game for under $130 in this condition. Yeah. So the fact that you got it for what, 110 or something like that, right? So it seems high, but not only is it a great game, but it was at Forgotten Freshness for the
So I got a few more things that I want to show off very, very, very quickly. I'll just start with these. I don't know if you recall, last month I got a U-Draw for really, really dirt cheap at Kmart. And this game I got for really, really dirt cheap today. Pictionary, and I can use it with the U-Draw.
Multiplayer.
Yes.
I
was thinking it'd be a really good party game, and I love Pictionary. It was always one of my favorites growing up. So got that. Second thing that I got, I have wanted this game for a while. Absolutely beautiful game. Unfortunately, I never finished it because I got stuck on a part, and then I kind of had to move on to the next thing.
It gets a little monotonous. I'll admit, like we both had talked about this before, where you're like,
But
I
it's
don't know how many people have played.
definitely it's definitely
really
an awesome game, and the concept behind it is incredible. So Eternal Sonata, pretty much you're
Unbelievably
in.
cheap.
Yeah, it's the story of it from what I remember. You're like in Chopin's like dream world,
Yeah.
and I think his sister is sick, and yeah, like I said, I didn't finish it, so I don't know how the whole story plays out. But the prime basis was you were in Chopin's dream. So throughout the game, not only do you have these beautiful visuals, but there's Chopin's music playing in the background and stuff. So really cool, and
Really
I finally
awesome.
have this.
Yep.
So yay.
Really awesome.
Next couple things I got. Speaking of dream worlds, this was a game that our friend Tom, I think, had, and I've
Yep,
seen
Tom
it in
had
a
it.
few other videos for other YouTubers, called Little Nemo, Little Nemo's Dream, or Little Nemo Dream Master. I am vaguely familiar with the comics from like the 20s or 30s. A friend of mine was really into those. But this game is based off that, I believe. But I remember it looked really cool, and I kind of forgot about it, and I saw it at Pastime Legends, and I was like, oh, hey! So I finally have this, and I'm really excited to play it.
Yeah, it
Next
was fun.
couple things that I've got. So I always like to go and collect like little Game Boy and Game Boy Color advanced games. I got Disney's Tarzan for Game Boy Color. This I had as a kid, don't know what happened to it. I lost it along the way. I got it back again. One of those games, I don't know if it's considered good or not, but I sure as hell had a lot of fun playing it, as well as the PlayStation 1.
Oh, the PlayStation 1. We want
Back
to
in the
get
day.
eventually, too.
But yeah,
That was
I'm
good.
glad to have this back. I really enjoyed it. Next game I got was Pokemon Puzzle Challenge, which you said plays a lot like Tetris Attack, I think?
Looking at the colored
Yeah.
blocks on here, it's probably...
But it got great reviews.
Yeah, Pokemon Puzzle Challenge is basically Tetris Attack, which is a great puzzle game if you haven't played it already. And there's several versions of it out there. This is one of them. On N64 is Pokemon Puzzle League, which is a even bigger scale version of Tetris Attack with tons of new modes.
Yeah.
So play a... Oh, and then Puzzle League is the actual... Puzzle League is the like core game. Like this is called Pokemon Puzzle Challenge, but that Pokemon Puzzle League, there's actually a Puzzle League collection that we got on it's Planet Puzzle League, which is a game. It's the same exact Tetris Attack gameplay. So Puzzle League's the core game that Tetris Attack does and everything. Great game. So when she saw that, I was like, definitely, you're gonna love it.
Cool little puzzle games, and it features Pokemon, so even better. Last couple things to finish off with, as far as what I got. I've been on a pinball kick lately. Don't really know why. I loved playing Kirby's Pinball growing up, and I popped it in recently and played it. I don't know, on a pinball kick. So I got a couple pinball-based games. One for the Game Boy Advance, which was Pac-Man Pinball Advance, kind of a tongue twister. Got that, so I'll be playing that later. And then the next thing, which Nate clued me in to being really, really awesome, even though I haven't really played as much of the series as him, is Metroid Pinball. And awesome. I heard this was very, very fun.
Yeah, it got good reviews and stuff back in the day, and when she was saying, oh, I'm into pinball games, I'm like, oh, you should check for the Metroid Prime one, and like, she was looking, and I was looking, and I was like, oh, there it is. I had to look under because it was in the glass, and I bent down to the floor, I looked up, I'm like, oh, it's cheap.
Yeah, so. Really good price from Mr. Deals. And last thing I got, just a testament to how freaking awesome Frank was from Forgotten Freshness.
She forgot.
Yes. I forgot, yeah. No, it's been a long day, so I'm tired. And it's too much like hype and emotion and so he had these Skylanders figures chilling like on a shelf, and he pretty much was like, you can have them if you want them. And they're not rare, but they're ones I don't have.
He doesn't have them in your collection,
I have Trigger Happy and Jetvac, and then this guy, which I don't remember his name. But they're ones I don't have, and I got them for free.
Yeah, they're cool. We love the figures alone, even if she doesn't use them in the game. So it's great.
So I was really happy to scoop those up, and that's what I got. So I know I got some good stuff.
All right, so I'm gonna close off with my biggest finds for me, and then Cameron's got his biggest find. Well, I guess not his biggest because he got his number one most wanted game, but continuing beyond his most wanted game, he got more. So these are two. I mean, I could cry. I'm so happy because I've been really wanting these, and there's those games that are right outside my fingertips online if I wanted to spend a ton of money, and they're not worth that. I mean, they are, but they're, I also don't want to be stupid and foolishly spending. But so the first one,
We
no,
need to get them with the deals.
the
that
deals
we
we were
have.
getting at, yeah. So
Well,
this is
that's
why you go
thriftier
on
than you
trips
think,
like
so.
this. So first one I got is Elemental Gearbolt for PlayStation, and it's a really cool light gun shooter or railgun shooter mixed with an RPG, I guess. So cool. I've always wanted to play this. I watched some videos. My friend Tom showed me some stuff that it was the Happy Video Game Nerd or something. Some guy out there who does videos had a video of it, and I was like, this looks like my kind of game. It looks so awesome. And it's made by Working Designs, who made Elbert Odyssey and some other games. But their games are always cool. They always have great art. It's got like reflective surface, and there's like
gold
cool
shiny stuff
yeah,
in the back,
text is gold. I have a couple Working Designs games, Thunder Force 5 and stuff, and they have that look too. The only problem, and is why I got it so cheap, is it doesn't have a book. And I almost didn't get it. We actually came back to Forgotten Freshness at the end of the night because we had a little extra time. We're like, why don't we go back? And Cameron had a couple things he wanted to look at. So we were like, let's go back. I didn't get this the first time because it didn't have the book. But when I came back, I was like, I want that game so bad. And I want to play it. It's not just going to sit on my shelf. I really want to play this game. So if I don't have the book, I'm going to keep looking for it, even though it's probably not cheap to find just the book. But now I have 3/4 or 2/3, I guess, of the complete case. And it's in perfect condition otherwise. The disc looks brand new, and the disc has amazing artwork on it too. That's always how they do it. So, Working Designs games are great. I am so happy I found this. If this last thing wasn't there, this would have been my best purchase of the day, like happiest purchase. But there's another game, which not too many people have heard of. But I have wanted this game forever, probably since I was in like 9th grade, 8th grade. I played a demo, an import demo of this game on a PlayStation Underground Jam Pack CD, and I was like, this is really cool. And I know it's kind of cutesy and weird, but it plays a lot like the Mega Man Legends games, which I'm a big fan of, and I know a lot of other people are. And it's made by Atlas, and I know a lot of people, myself, you guys included, like Atlas games because they're always something neat and unique and have a lot of elements that a lot of common games don't have. So Cameron saw this when I was coming back in to do a second swing around at Forgotten Freshness, and I was like, oh my gosh. So this is a big one for me because it's probably in my top 3 or 4 always seeking after games. There's those top 2 are ones that I'm always like, yeah, someday I'll get those, but like Panzer Dragoon Saga, but they're so expensive. I'm like, but this was so cheap and mint condition. It's called Tail Concerto, and it is a really cool. I mean, it's unique because you're all like animals, so it's kind of like furry looking people. So, but they're like Disney-esque characters, just with a Japanese anime flair. But you ride these mechanical suits, so it's like a kind of mech, but it's like a platformer. But it's also got RPG elements because there's a lot of towns and people to talk to and upgrades. And
also a precursor to a game that you played recently.
I just finished this year on DS. The game is Solo to Robo Red the Hunter, and it's a sequel kind of to this. It actually has the main character from this cameos in it and stuff. And I played that because that game I got brand new for $20 in this cool special edition box 2 years ago maybe. And I finally played it this year, and I really liked that. I was like, this is so creative and so awesome. I was posting pictures on Instagram, and people were like, that looks really cool. And so now I can go back and play this, and like I said, mint condition. I mean, the book, the disc. So this was the prime directive of my trip, was find something I've been looking for, and I found it. And thanks, Cameron, for spotting it. I probably would have seen it, but just in case, you helped me get one of my top 3 games. So
that's definitely your favorite thing. Mine was the Mega Man collection.
Zero.
Cameron.
Well, Elbert Odyssey was definitely my favorite,
Yes.
but I've had these games for a while now. But I was kind of disappointed. They were incomplete, so to say. But they are the Lunar games. I mean, comes in awesome box.
Yeah. Again, Working Designs.
Yes, Working Designs.
It's made Elbert Odyssey and Elemental Gearbolt.
Comes with extra things. You get the
You gotta see
soundtrack,
this.
like a hardcover book with like all the
Oh,
get
this is so cool.
maps, enemies, all that stuff in there. Oh, speaking of map, they
Yeah.
give you a map.
The discs is loose. No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's sealed.
Sealed map.
So
I
it's
mean,
never
it is
open.
complete.
and
Mint.
these discs
Yeah, this is amazing.
are so amazing.
It's got rarer art because the one you have
Yeah.
currently that's incomplete
More
has
common.
different disc arts, the more common disc art. So he's got the more unique one now. And I was laughing a second ago because I'm thinking the last video Cameron was in was our special editions video,
Yeah.
and now you
Would've
see
been
here
perfect.
he's got these like collectors. But actually, we were talking about these earlier. Those were the only editions. They didn't
Yeah,
have
it was-
separate ones.
That was standard.
But the standard ones. So yeah, that was the first Lunar. Great series if you haven't played those. Great RPG.
And I had the second Lunar as well. The one I have at my house didn't have the box with it. And
basically
this
looks
is-
like that. Yeah.
Yeah. But the
Which is
box
nice. Great artwork.
is
in there.
great,
But-
it's massive.
Yeah.
Awesome artwork all over
Look
it.
at that. It's got like a fold out front display thing and
Yeah.
everything. Like that is awesome.
But it also came with soundtrack right here.
Yep.
You know,
Craziness.
awesome artwork.
Great,
Of course.
Yeah. Holds open. Oh, so cool.
Then
Another
hard guide
beautiful
thing.
hard guide.
It's got a nice shiny blue trim to it.
Yeah, the pages like are shiny and
Yeah.
so awesome.
Great quality, and then got map
Another map,
obviously.
yep.
But this is pretty cool.
There's
too.
heft when you hold
Yeah.
these, like you can feel weight and you're like, wow. And I know this is probably one of the reasons why.
Yeah, it comes with a pendant, and it's
Heavy
from
duty.
one of the characters in the game, and it's just awesome.
And you were saying that that
is really
it's hard to find.
Yeah.
Even when you find a complete one, a lot of times they don't have that.
Yeah, it
so
doesn't have the pendant or these little standees that have like little pop-out
Cardboard
pictures
pop-ups,
of the
yeah.
characters as well.
So
It's just awesome.
can't wait to play them. There's so much stuff. And we're going on vacation, so we get to play.
Yeah.
And Cameron, you're not going on vacation, but you, I'm sure, don't regret the fact that
No,
you
I
got
don't.
these at all. And
sure the
even
plan.
better than all this stuff we got was the great time we got to spend with Oleg and Andy and Chris. It was just
Yeah.
fun. We had
They're
lunch
some cool ass
and
dudes. Like we had so
it
much
was great.
fun.
Yeah, what a good
Just
time.
like instant friendship.
Yep,
Yeah.
instant friends, and we're definitely gonna have them in our neck of the woods when the weather gets a little better, and we're gonna visit them again soon too. So it's so fun! What a great trip, and we're very happy to share our experience with you guys, and hope you enjoyed our video. And we'll see you at our next one, which will be coming up soon.